Hey guys, so if you're following along, this is the video for the Create Your Basic Node.js website in minutes from my website. So I'm just going to be doing the kind of video steps that we demonstrated in the text on here. So let's go ahead. So first things first, make sure that you've got Node installed. So if you don't, head over to the Node.js website. When you click home, it'll automatically take you to probably the most recommended downloads. Grab whatever you want. If you're on a different platform, head over to downloads and grab from here. If you're on Windows, easiest to get the MSI. Download either 32 or 64-bit depending on your OS and install it. Okay, so I've already got this installed, so I'm going to skip this step and move on. So next step then is to create the basic folder structure that we can use for hosting a website. So let me do that now. So I'm creating a folder called Jitsi because in the next tutorial I'm going to be using a technology for conferencing which is called Jitsi. So I'm also going to create inside there public HTML, and that's going to be like the web root for hosting our HTML files. So inside there, then I'm going to create the most basic possible HTML file so that I don't complicate this tutorial. And I'm going to call that index.html, and that will be the default page served up by Node. And let me head in and just edit that. So if you're using my website, it's this that we want. So let me just copy and paste that. It really can't get any more simple than that. Save it. Head back. We got our index.html there. Awesome. Okay. So let's head up to the next level, and we need to drop to a command prompt now. So we can start running our npm commands for Node. And what we're going to do is basically set up Node here, create a packages.json file, and then we're going to start pulling down Node server and its dependencies. So first things first, npm. Oh, no. Let me make sure I'm in the right directory. I probably don't want to be serving up my system32. And let me do an npm on that. And that is going to create my packages.json file in there, so Node will know what I'm talking about. Just accept all the defaults. Done. Okay. Yes, we're happy with that. Packages.json. Awesome. Okay. So next thing we want to do then is we want to grab the HTTP server Node package so that we can actually run something. It'll understand what the web requests are when we're trying to serve up our index.html that we just created. So let me fire that up. If I do an npm install on that, and I want the HTTP server package, that's good. And let's just wait for that to download. Okay, it's good. So now we see we've got Node modules in there, and in there we should have our HTTP server. Awesome. Okay, so next thing that we can do is if we just fire up the HTTP server, but we need to be in the right directory to do it. So let me first change into our public HTML. So public HTML. So this is the folder that we're going to use to be serving up our web pages. We've only got index.html in there at the moment, so that's all we'll be serving up. And then what I want to do is I want to run the HTTP server. So I need to give it the full path in this example. It's back up one and down, but I'm going to give it the absolute path. So in here I've got so it's C drive demos Jitsi. And then inside Jitsi, it's going to have the Node folders, and then it's going to have the HTTP server. And inside the bin folder and that, I want to be running that. So let me grab that. So I'm going to say Node, that path, and then the name of this HTTP server. Awesome. So it's telling us that it's got 2 ports open. Let's use the loopback address 127001 on 8080. So if I get that, copy it across onto the clipboard, head over to my Chrome browser, and let me drag this across so we can see, paste that into the window, and bam, there we got it. So that is how to create a very, very, very basic web page served up from Node. See you in the next tutorial.